I want to take a few minutes of your time to help you gain the maximum benefit from the extraordinary NanoSoma product developed by Dr. Raghavan, or just Raghu. NanoSoma is one of 3 products that the Magic Dicol companies supply, which are based on the common ingredient metadicol. These are the NanoSoma nutritional spray, the MetaSoma topical gel, and the MetaSoma telomerase natural skin cream. My primary focus today is on NanoSoma. Firstly, let me say that NanoSoma does not treat, heal, or cure anything. Rather, it triggers the body to take care of itself in ways we never imagined were possible. It regulates all of the 48 or 9 nuclear receptors in our cells. For example, vitamin D acts to turn on the vitamin D receptor. However, if the vitamin D receptor is overactive, which can happen, vitamin D can do nothing. NanoSoma, on the other hand, turns on the vitamin D receptor and can also turn it down or off if it is overactive. Amazingly, it does this with all of our 48 or 9 nuclear receptors. It is like the missing key to the functioning of our bodies that we did not know was missing until it showed up. In addition, NanoSoma triggers our bodies to produce their own vitamin C. Nothing else does this. Further, it has been shown to trigger the body to clear some 18 pathological viruses and also prompts the body to clear all pathological bacteria, yeasts and fungi. Additionally, according to Raghu, it triggers the body to clear all contaminants that do not belong, including parasites, heavy metals, and so on. Even more, it has been shown to prompt the body to heal many of the body's organs, including the heart, which is considered by allopathic medicine to be permanently damaged after a heart attack. In the presence of NanoSoma, this is not the case. Additionally, when NanoSoma is present in your body, the body conducts a triage and identifies anything which is life-threatening, and this is dealt with first. The final capstone is that NanoSoma triggers the reversal of the aging process. As a new user of NanoSoma, how should you approach it and what should you expect? Firstly, if you fully understand what I have expressed above, you will recognize that NanoSoma is not something you use for a week or a month, but something you embrace for the rest of your life. It's not a drug, it's food, and it's returning a key component of our food that went missing with the refining of our food, and returning it in a much more powerful way. Secondly, it is not unusual when you hear these words that you might expect a miracle with the first spray. It can be like that for some, but for most it's a journey, not a moment. Most, but not all people experience a significant boost in their energy levels almost as soon as they begin to use NanoSoma, because one of the first things to be healed are the mitochondria in our cells, which supply energy and nutrition to the cells. As I said earlier, the body conducts a triage when you begin to use NanoSoma, dealing with the most critical things first. And you may not even be aware of what is critical, but your body is. I have seen life-threatening blood sugar levels and blood pressure normalize literally overnight. However, if these are only slightly elevated, they can take 3 months or more. If you have significant heart issues, you are likely to be unaware of them, so it can seem like nothing is happening. But this life-threatening condition is being silently healed. This is the most common error I see people make. We have an expectation of how our health should change in the short term from using NanoSoma, given its benefits, and become disillusioned when it doesn't. When you do this, you are simply showing that you have not understood NanoSoma. Please do not fall into this trap. Here are Raghu's words about this.
These people, whoever existed in those days, 5,600 years ago, were far more advanced than what we are today. We are basically in a way in the Stone Age as far as medicine goes. We haven't understood ourselves. The minute you understand yourself, how your body works, which they knew, it makes a profound difference in your attitude. Because once you know that you can overcome disease, your mind and attitude to life changes completely. That you get up every morning and knowing that your body is stable, there's nothing to worry about, so you can focus on the things at hand. And it makes people more productive and more alert, and you may even call it smarter. That smarter is not because suddenly they got intelligence, it's because their ability to focus. In fact, I had a guy who come and fix our air conditioner, and he told me he tried this product, and he's a student of transcendental meditation, and he said taking 5 sprays is equal to doing 1 hour of meditation, he said. So it had a profound effect on him. So there are a lot of things to be said. There is something spiritual about it. And we have noticed that the people who tend to be spiritual, I don't mean religious, but spiritual, who believe in some forces beyond us, which we cannot explain, tend to get cured much faster. This is I've seen across the board. And people who are skeptical all the time. Okay, let me try it for a day or 2. Let's see. Okay, it's not approved by FDA, all kinds of things they come up with. It doesn't seem to have that effect on them. So this is I think this molecule is a very intelligent molecule, whatever it is. It seems to have some kind of life. I don't know, whatever it is, it's a molecule. Molecules have life, we know that. But in the body, it does miraculous things. It tells the body, hey, I'll come here, I'm going to recertify you. You need to change your habits. This is what you need to do. And that's how it seems to work all the time. I have never, so far, it has never failed us. There are a few people who have complained that nothing happened. And in some of the cases, when we got the blood report, we looked at it, they were all already good to begin with. So nothing will change. Some of them said, oh, my sugar level went up. It went up 2 points. That's not a big deal. But that's the way they looked at it. But it has a profound effect on the body over time. And when you experience it, that's when you experience true health.
Raghu recently told me that in his own case it took 2 years before he felt his body was in a state of homeostasis, which is the balanced, optimized functioning of our bodies, and that other minor issues for him took up to 6 years to be resolved. Again, don't expect miraculous changes. You may experience them, but don't plan on it. I cannot say what your short-term benefits will be, but I can say that when you make NanoSoma part of your daily life, your body will heal and clear itself, and your aging will reverse. When you understand NanoSoma, you will make it part of your life for the rest of your life. Again, remember that Raghu says nutritional supplements you take are no longer needed, so you no longer need that expense. I encourage you to embrace this truth. Many of us find old habits and beliefs hard to break. Save yourself this cost. For clarity, and this is not in conflict with what I just said, it is important to eat good quality food and get some daily exercise. These basics are necessary for all of us. We cannot expect NanoSoma to do it all by itself. We need to take responsibility for the basics of good health, quality food, and exercise. My key reason for creating this video is that I see many people who have not understood what NanoSoma is and what it does, have a health issue they expect to see healed yesterday, and give up when it isn't, or weren't sure what to expect, felt nothing and stopped. If you do this, you are the one who loses out. Take the time to understand what NanoSoma is, the particle that brought the blueprint of life to Earth, and allow it to bring its wisdom and knowledge to trigger your body to heal and to protect and rejuvenate your physical, spiritual, mental and emotional bodies. Some things may be healed quickly. Others might take a year or even more. But your body will heal itself in the presence of NanoSoma, and it will reverse its aging at about the same rate as you aged. So if you are 60, it will take perhaps 30 years of use every day to return to an optimum age of 30 or so. Are you in too much of a hurry for instant results to reclaim your youthful state and preserve optimum health? Only you can decide. For me, the choice is clear. I encourage you to not shortchange yourself and your family. And so let me demonstrate this to you. Here is the spray, the NanoSoma spray, and you simply spray it in your mouth. Just like that. Try not to spill it. And it's as simple as that. That gives you the daily dosage of the NanoSoma spray. This showed how to use NanoSoma. 5 sprays once a day is maintenance. If you have an existing health condition or you are over 50, we recommend you use the following protocol. 5 sprays 4 times a day until you use up the first bottle, which takes about a week. 5 sprays twice a day until you use up the second bottle, which takes about 2 weeks. Then settle into 5 sprays per day. Many people choose to use more, which I do. I use it twice a day. If you know you have a health issue, we recommend you use 5 sprays of NanoSoma 4 times a day until the condition is healed. Raghu says you need to allow 2 to 3 weeks for every year you've had a health condition for your body to heal in the presence of NanoSoma. Remember, this is food. Raghu says it's safer than salt and sugar. You can't overdose on it. You can also use it with your pets, who often respond more quickly than we do. One option for dogs and cats is to spray it on their paws. They will lick it off. Many people find it tastes bitter when they start. Others find it tastes soapy or like coconut or even like vomit. Please understand this is not about the product, and don't let this taste stop you. It's about the imbalance of your body. With continued use, the taste disappears. This can take several months for some people. It was bitter for me at the beginning and is now like energized water. This change took more than 6 months. It is not unusual for new users to experience a healing crisis, which is a sign that your body is undergoing healing. Again, don't let this stop you. It will pass. If you need to reduce your usage as this occurs, do so. I have worked with several people who had to reduce down to dipping a cotton bud into the bottle and dabbing a drop on one wrist once a day for a week or 2, then use 1 spray per day for a few days and then build up. Their excitement and relief when they can use the 5 sprays 4 times per day startup protocol is wonderful to witness. Some people think they will never get cold or flu symptoms ever again. This is unlikely. These symptoms are part of our body's immune system programming itself to deal with a virus or bacteria that it doesn't know, so it builds up our immunity. This is a perfectly natural process and will continue. However, because NanoSoma activates the vitamin D receptor and triggers your body to produce its own vitamin C, your body has its key tools in place to support your immune system and your rapid recovery. If you have a virus or bacteria, for example, that expresses itself on the skin, it will likely do so as it is cleared. This series of photos was taken by a brave young woman who understood what was happening and recorded her experience for the benefit of others. As you can see, it's completely disappeared with use. Again, do not be stopped by a healing crisis. It's just an expression of healing by your body. Your health is on the other side of this experience. A healing crisis can produce constipation or diarrhea depending on your circumstance, and it can include the fecal clearing of parasites, which is also triggered by NanoSoma. Keep going. Don't be precious. Allow your body to heal. In summary, your healing journey with NanoSoma is unique to you. If you have been jabbed and you have come to regret that decision, the evidence is that NanoSoma can trigger your body to clear all of this for itself. The protocol for this is 5 sprays every 4 hours for 3 days. Job done. A bit over half a bottle. Simple. Then settle into 5 sprays once a day if you are in good health to support your ongoing good health. So please don't expect a miracle with 1 bottle. You will be disappointed and you will deprive yourself of the benefits of this natural magic. Your first bottle is the beginning of a lifelong relationship with NanoSoma if you have truly understood what you have found. If you have skin issues or a wound that needs to heal, we recommend you use the NanoSoma topical gel. Wounds and burns as well as insect bites heal incredibly quickly in the presence of the NanoSoma topical gel, often overnight. I was recently sent these photos of an angry-looking tick bite. 2 hours after applying the NanoSoma topical gel to it, it had dramatically reduced, and 2 days later there was no trace of it. Raghu has seen people with psoriasis covering 80% of their body, including nails, heal. The NanoSoma topical gel is like a first aid kit in a bottle. I have one in virtually every room, and a bottle is always with me when I travel. Finally, there's Raghu's beautiful NanoSoma telomerase natural skin cream. This is a soothing, oil-free cream that triggers the rapid removal of fine line detail in your face and also triggers healing of any underlying health conditions. I hope you find this video helpful as you get started with NanoSoma and the rest of the Magic Dicol product family. It is a lifelong journey and you have just taken the first step. Keep stepping. You will not regret it. Embrace this profound gift to humanity that carries the promise of the perfection of the human form.